disclaimer before the episode. This was recorded like a month ago. It's just been busy with the holidays going on, and I didn't get a chance to edit it and post it, so we're posting it now. A new episode is going to be recorded shortly after this, and we should have 3 episodes up in the next week or so. So enjoy.
So I run, but I'm feeling chasing me down. If the world's gonna end, then I'm leaving this town. Devil's just a day away from where you are. Flying through the red lights in a stolen car. Put your pedal to...
So, are we recording?
Yes.
All right. How's it going?
Not bad. Just busy as usual.
I understand. Trying to think. I think when we last talked, we discussed Christmas concert. I don't know if I told you about that. We had our Christmas concert, and now we've got the week before finals week.
Yep.
So, got a lot going on. And then what's funny is my one kid that doesn't do finals because she's still in grade school has more homework than the 2 that do have to get prepared for finals. It's unreal how much homework my 4th grader has. It's uncanny. I just can't fathom how she has so much homework. I'm like, you guys must do nothing in class. Nothing gets done. But I don't know.
I can't believe that because my kids like never have had homework. Like
Really?
in elementary school, that was like a point of the school district was no homework so they can have family time.
Yeah. Well, that is our family time, helping them with
Yeah.
homework because I can't. And they're like, well, I don't understand it. I'm like, well, then what is going on in class that you're not getting it? So, I don't know.
Well, and the problem is I don't understand it either because it's been over 20 years since I've done it.
I think, and that's why I think most middle school, because it's mostly middle school that I think it's where you guys, they need the help.
Yeah.
Because they're just learning the algebra for the first time kind of thing. And I have to tell her that every single time when I'm helping the 8th grader with homework. I go, it's been over 20 years since I've done this. Give me a break. Let me try to remember it real quick or relearn it real quick. And usually it jogs my memory and I can, help from there. But first you have to have the battle and the crying and the yelling and the screaming. It's just like, we'll get it figured out. Relax.
And then you get well, that's not the way they taught us to do it in class.
Then I can't help you. That's the exact thing. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times you said this. This is what I tell them. I'm not in class with you. I don't know what you guys do. So how am I supposed to help you? What is it that you want from me, kid?
And apparently everything has changed in math since we were in school. So
it hasn't. Numbers are still numbers.
Yeah.
Figuring it out still is figuring it out.
Yep.
That's how I look at it. So, but yeah, no, just a crazy week. And then the littlest one, she started basketball 2 weeks ago, and we had second practice this past Monday. And so we're getting that ramped up. And then hopefully, I think the 20th is that's last day for everybody. I think is the 20th. And then after that, we get to kind of relax a little bit, I think, for the holiday. So
yeah, that's the same for us too.
yeah. Okay, good. So I think from a drama standpoint, it sounded like not too much drama. What was this call about that you were talking about? Was that like an all school thing? Or just individual to your kids?
No, it was a school thing. Kaylee worked on the play. She did costumes. And so there's this big conference coming to St. Louis, and the kids that worked on the play are going to it. And then their play got selected to be done in front of like 3,000 kids from across the country.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
So it was the theater director talking to the parents about it all.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's good news. That's a good call.
Yeah.
Stressful, though, because it's another thing that you guys have to do now as far as be somehow involved a little bit, right?
Nope.
No? Okay. Good.
No, because they're going to stay down at Union Station Thursday night till Saturday.
Okay.
And parents can't help with the play because they're doing it at Stifle, and it's a union theater. Mm-hmm. So the union members have to do all the setup and tear down and everything. Nice. So,
okay.
And then they're like, every kid gets 1 ticket for someone to come sit in their place because they're going to be working. Mm-hmm. I'm like, we've already seen it, so we can just give up our ticket.
Give it to whoever. Was this that play that you said was a little different?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And I bet you that's why I was selected, because it was a little bit different than the normal stuff every other school does, right? So
yeah, cool. And it'll be interesting seeing how it plays in front of 3,000 people as opposed to like 50.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, that'd be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to her. That's a big deal. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, I don't think Normal car drama on our side. Just got one of the vehicles to fix. I got to figure out this next one, which it always has to happen at the end of the year because, of course, St. Louis. I think we talked about that last time. Of course, St. Louis does the awesome thing where property tax and personal property tax is always due, and it's just like
Yep.
you do that on top of Christmas. It's just like, sure, let's make it the most expensive month out of the entire year. Let's go for it. Just throw more money at everything, right?
Especially since like used car values have shot through the roof. So like we're paying like twice as much as we did like 5 or 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yep. Well, although Jay, I will humble brag. I'm going to humble brag about my
Right.
personal property tax. 4 cars,
Yeah.
right? 4 automobiles. My personal property tax was under $200, dude. What's up? Bring
Oh,
it.
wow. We're like 4
No,
times that.
they assigned the value to 3 of them. 3 cars are worth $100 according to the county. They're worth $100. The joy of having old cars. You see, it's a balance, Jay. It's either you pay a little bit less here, or pay a little bit more there, as far as fixing them up all the damn time.
Yeah.
I mean, even the simplest thing, Jay, came home this week. It has to be something every week, right? It has to be. There's something that's going to be wrong. This week, there was 2 things: the truck and one of the cars. The truck, that's a whole different story. That's still, I keep forgetting I got to call my insurance people. I have to put a claim in on that. But my other car, just a headlight that's out, it's a bulb that's out, and I was like, it's always even though I know it's simple, it took me 2 seconds to change out the bulb, but it's still a thing. It's something that had to be done to the damn thing,
Yeah.
just to make sure you have it working properly.
Yep.
Oh, it's always, man. So, but anyway, other than that, but no, life is good. A lot to be thankful and grateful for as far as we're moving towards the holiday season, and I'm trying to keep things in perspective. So
Yeah.
I want to keep things in perspective. But this evening we are drinking beer. What beer are we drinking here?
So this is from the Civil Life Brewing Company in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Golden Ale. So this is their yes.
It's a soccer fan with the scarf.
Yes, it's for City STL or City SC.
Yeah, it's got the city. It's the colors too. That's why I just noticed that as far as the colors that are on the can. That's pretty cool.
Yep. So Golden Ale.
Is this a limit? Is this going to be like a one-time thing only for them?
I don't know. Let's see. The can
It's
says
cool if they sold it at the stadium itself. Because I know they sell all local beers at the stadium, but I don't know if this is one of them or not.
I've not seen this one here. I'm looking at my City
Do
soccer.
they sell Budweiser products at the stadium?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, okay. So they had both. They have local only and the big boys too.
Yeah, I mean, AB is technically here, so
Technically local, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically local, but still.
Looking at my City beer collection, the only one I noticed that they have there is the Second Shift Brewligans.
Okay.
So that's a hazy IPA.
Yeah.
Most everything else though is either AB products or local stuff. I don't remember seeing any Civil Life stuff there though.
Okay. And I'm bringing up where the brewery is located here. I like out the fact that on the can they actually put the location of the brewery. Just 'cause you know how you and I always go, it's in St. Louis, but where in St. Louis? We just never know.
Yeah.
This one is south, so it is definitely South City. Near in your nearest. It's not too far from Gravois Park, because you're close to Gravois and Chippewa.
Yeah.
Or Grand and Chippewa. Sorry, Grand and Chippewa. Not far from Dutchtown.
Yeah.
So I'm very familiar with where this is. So because I don't think we ever went to this brewery at any point.
No, I've never been there. They were pretty small, but I think they've expanded their tap room so people can come in and drink more.
And then there should be a Morganford brewery not too far from there, right? Because I'm seeing Morganford right there.
I don't know. I've never
across street, because that is still a brewery, right? Morganford.
Well, there was Morgan Street, but that was down at the landing.
No, hold on one second. I could have swore there was a Morganford one. Oh yeah, no, sorry, that's not Morganford. You're right, Morgan Street Brewing.
Yeah,
but is it located on Morganford?
No, that was down on Laclede's Landing. And
okay, yep, I'm seeing that now.
I don't think it's open anymore.
What am I thinking that was on Morganford?
No clue.
There's it's a pub crawl there. That's what it is. There's a pub crawl on that. That's what it was. Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, here we go. Alpha Brewing Company.
Oh yeah, I know. I drink little bit of their stuff.
Yep, Alpha is it's the South Side anchor of Morganford's sprawling food and beverage scene. I knew there was something on there. I
Yeah.
knew it. See, I'm not going too crazy. So,
No, not too much.
all right, but let's do this. I'm going to crack it open here.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here. I like it. It's definitely gold. It's definitely an ale.
Yeah.
Definitely more of a summer beer than a winter beer, in my opinion.
Very
this
much
is a
so.
good after cut and grass beer.
Yes.
Um,
It doesn't have an
we've always said,
ABV.
the winter beers are more for your stouts, I think. But
Yeah, dark beers.
3.5.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, middle of the road. Not something that it doesn't have a taste to it that I just go, this is not something I've ever had before.
Yeah.
It tastes like an ale. Like what I was looking for. Like I think we graded something last week. It was the Pilsner we graded last week for me, and I don't remember which brewery it was from.
The Three Floyds.
Yeah, that one I would get. I probably think I gave it a 3.5 because, that's high score for me because of the type of beer it was.
Right.
So, but it was a Pilsner that didn't taste like a traditional Pilsner, in my opinion. This just tastes like a traditional ale that, or a golden ale, that is.
Yeah.
But still good. I'm not saying it's not. I would drink this. Like if I was at the game, I'd have no problem drinking this.
Yeah. I've picked it up a couple times.
No, good call. I like it.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Civil like
Just not something that would knock, we should that would be a homework assignment for you. Well, no, you track. Well, you don't have your grade. You have your grading system with your beers, or you just keep track of what beers you drink.
Mostly just keep track of what I drink.
See, you need to add a grading system to it so you can go back and look at your grades on what you give them.
Yeah.
And then after enough time passes, see if your palate's changed to say, hey, I gave this a 5 back in the day. Now I really, maybe it's a 3 now or something like that. And then, or we could go, we've had this a long time ago. What do we think this was? And we can compare to something that's a 5.
So in the Untapped app where I keep track of everything, you do rate them. It doesn't happen very often though that I change the rating a whole lot, but my palate has definitely changed over the years.
Yeah. Going from probably shit beer to more expensive beer.
Well, yeah.
Beer to more expensive stuff.
That's been like,
you had the because it is the season. It's season of the island, Goose Island, right?
Yep, the Bourbon Counties.
Bourbon County, yeah. So you said you bought the normal Bourbon County, right? The
Yes.
one they put out every year. And then what was the specials this year?
The two I found were a vanilla rye stout.
That sounds really good.
I heard it was really good, and then when I tasted it, it was okay. It was like a 4 out of 5, where like I think the regular is a 5 out of 5.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and then I have the macaroon stout, which I haven't tried yet.
Okay, I'm curious about that one because that's sweet. That's a sweet with a stout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those two don't really go together. And when I think about stout,
There's a lot of sweet stouts out there.
But I was going to say though was last year was the Coca-Cola stout, right?
That was 2 years ago.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, because I still have one of them.
Okay, I remember that. That was good. I liked the Coca-Cola one. What's the one that is the normal one that tastes like the soy sauce? Is that the normal? Which one is the one that we tasted and it tasted like soy sauce like big time?
God, I don't remember which one that was.
I don't remember either, but I remember the Coca-Cola. That was different. I like the fact that they combined the two. I thought that was a little different. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this one's good. Good call. And then I think the other one you gave me in the fridge so that we could try it was just the I think it was a brown. I think it's Civil Life Brown or whatever.
Yeah, and that's like their flagship.
It's a good one. It's a staple. That's actually a staple at quite a few restaurants in the area.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I get that probably a couple times a year just to say I've had it.
Mm-hmm. So, all right, man. It's going to be a contracted episode tonight because we just don't have as much time because again I took too much time to get online. But do you have topics or do we just want to skip right into homework or what do you got?
Well, I don't have a lot of homework. I got a couple topics.
Okay.
But first off, I'm going to ask you a question.
Sure.
With Jay-Z being indicted along with Diddy now, which celeb would hurt the most to be the next one named?
Snoop.
Ooh, yeah, that would be a good one.
I'd be really sad if it was Snoop because he just seems like the coolest, laid-back dude. And I saw a post recently. I didn't realize he's still with his high school girlfriend. That's his wife.
Yes.
And from what it sounds like, they just have an agreement where they just, hey, she's the backbone of the family, and I just provide for her, and she makes the family life work. And I was like, that's so traditional.
Yeah.
It's heartwarming to hear it. I think it would be really sad if, and I couldn't imagine, because he seems like, even though he's just first of all, he's so on weed all the time. He just doesn't seem like he could
Oh,
be
yeah.
that way, as far as being indicted with all that nonsense that's going on.
Yeah.
But he seems like a family guy just because of his kids. He coaches. I think his kids. Yeah, at one point he coached his kids' football team.
Yes.
He's heavily involved in that. He's hilarious on the Olympics.
Yeah. The Olympic stuff like really like introduced him to like younger people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
People younger than us, at least.
Yeah, for sure. So as far as would I be disappointed? That was the first name that popped in my mind because Diddy, Jay-Z. First name that popped in my mind, sorry, was rapper.
Yeah.
Who would be the next rapper that I would think of? Now, if you said celebrity though, you didn't say rapper, and as far as a celebrity that I would be disappointed that would be part of a basically sex trafficking underage ring is what this is all about, right? I don't know the details of it very much. I just know we hate Diddy now, right? Because he did some awful things, is what it sounds like.
Well, I hated him before.
Or he facilitated awful things to happen.
Yes.
Okay. Was it the facilitating or he did?
Both.
A little bit of both. A little A, a little B. Okay,
yeah.
So, all right. So, but if it was a celebrity, so it'd be a beloved celebrity that was involved with all that stuff. At least that's beloved celebrity to me. And I don't really, I don't like celebrity worship. I think they're all not that important. They just act, and that's not a big deal in the world.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I mean,
Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks would be number one, maybe. Tom, I'll throw a couple names and maybe we'll just spitball this. Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I love Jack Black. He makes me laugh a lot, and he seems like such a good family guy.
Yeah.
Gosh, who else besides those two that seem like wholesome but not?
Here you go.
Would be really wreck them.
This is the one. Keanu.
Oh wow, yeah. If we made a Mount Rushmore of beloved good people actors, it would be Hanks and Keanu for sure, right?
Yeah, although Hanks...
No Hanks? You're not good with Hanks?
Well, I don't know. Were conflicting reports like he was on the Epstein list.
Oh, okay.
He had been to the island.
We know for a fact Keanu's not.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take Hanks off just in case. We'll be safe. Well, that would ruin it, man. Come on, Hanks is beloved, dude. That guy seems like... Gary Sinise, maybe? Because of all of his work with the veterans?
Yeah, that would be a good one. I don't know, because there's more and more you hear about celebrities, the more it's like, well, there's another one we can't root for anymore.
Is Paul Rudd? What about Paul Rudd?
Yeah, Paul Rudd, probably. Ryan Reynolds.
You would hope Ryan Reynolds. You'd hope he wouldn't be involved, but he's friends with so many people.
Oh, yeah.
So, but Rudd and Reynolds, that'd be cool. Have Rudd and Reynolds ever been in a movie together? I can't think of one.
I can't think of one either.
Would they be too obnoxious together in a movie?
I don't know.
Because they're basically Rudd and Reynolds in everything they do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's most actors, it seems like. They're just themselves and
they
don't really disappear into what they're doing. Maybe Downey Jr.? Because the redemption. He had redemption, and then if he falls again, that's kind of sad.
Jason Sudeikis.
Sudeikis, yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Hader. That'd be on my... I love Bill Hader.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he doesn't seem like he'd be involved in any of that.
No, good call on the Keanu. Keanu's the right answer.
Yeah.
That's the right answer to your question. No, was that a Reddit question?
No.
No, just something you came up with?
Aaron and I talked about this fairly recently.
I knew Beyonce was I heard her name thrown into the mix with all the nonsense that's going on, but that was before she was with Jay-Z though, I thought. Or no, maybe it's not Beyonce, it's J-Lo. Sorry, J-Lo.
Yeah, J-Lo was with Diddy back early 2000s, so it's pretty much assumed that, she knew what was going on.
Oh, boy. And this is what Cat Williams was talking about, where everything's going to come to light at some point?
Yeah.
Hopefully enough people go down for it.
It sounds like a lot of people.
Ellen?
I don't know. Probably
No, she fled the
because
country, dude.
yeah.
She fled.
Well,
They're
like,
saying she moved because of the election. Bullshit.
yeah.
Because they linked her to Diddy, and I'm like, I don't. Well, whatever. Who knows? They all have too much money to lose, and everyone has all the money, so they'll just hide everything and sweep it under the rug.
Here you go. Here's the conspiracy theory for you.
Oh, okay. What we got?
Oprah Winfrey is like the mastermind of it all.
She's a billionaire.
There's the pictures of her with Epstein,
Mhm.
her with Diddy.
Mhm.
Epstein's about to go down. Mysteriously dies in prison. Supposed suicide.
Yep, supposed, of course.
So if something happens to Diddy, it might be Oprah. There's pictures of her with R. Kelly too. So,
well, I mean, they're all celebrities though. They all take pictures with each other and
True.
say that they're all close. But nah, I don't know. Keanu. Yep, Keanu's the right answer.
Yeah.
Good call. Who came up with Keanu? You or her?
I did.
Nice. Well done. Who did she come up with?
She was struggling with it. She's the same way you are with the celebrity. Like, she gives me a hard time about like being fan of like specific people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm too much of a fan sometimes for her.
Oh, well, see, no, that was like it's like Toner's his admiration of Stephen Amell.
Yes.
Which I don't want to give him shit about that because Stephen Amell actually seems like a really good dude. Like he seems like a guy that you'd hang out with. He'd have a beer with him. He'd watch wrestling with you.
Yeah.
He's into cool shit. He can do like a bunch of ninjutsu stuff, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, this is a cool bro to hang out with.
I mean, he's part of Bullet Club.
He's a big proponent of the Cancer Foundation.
Yeah.
Thing that he did, right? So I mean, that seems like a cool thing, and I don't see why someone would have to give another person a hard time for being a fan of that person.
Yeah.
You know, I just don't. I don't worship though. I don't worship at the altar of celebrity. Though.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're so not important in the grand scheme of things. What they do compared to like, physicists and scientists that actually do things to make the world really function and be a good place.
Or
Those
teachers.
people that should be recognized more. Teachers, yes, teachers, things like that.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, that was a good topic. Good call.
Yeah.
All right, man. What do you got next?
All right. The Sony Spider-Verse is dead. They have announced that after the fiasco that's Kraven the Hunter, they are not making any more Spider-Man movies.
So, and did Kraven actually release, or was that coming out this Friday?
I believe it came out. I think it comes out tomorrow, but it's already got a 13% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh no! Well, now is that bots or is that
It's hard to say.
Okay.
I think I saw Metacritic headed at 38%.
Okay. Well, did Madam Web really give you, who? Now, did the third Venom movie come out, or
it did?
Is that still? It did come out.
Yeah.
It came out. And no one saw it.
I don't know a single person that saw it.
Okay. So, what tells you from Madam Web to the third Venom movie, who really gave a crap about it? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody cared, man. No, not a single. They screwed up with Morbius. Now, if their goal was to continue making sci-fi horrible movies to make them bad, like they're so bad they're good kind of thing, they're on a roll.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But
if they want to provide fodder for Mystery Science Theater in the future, they're doing it.
Correct. Yeah. Now, I hope that doesn't impact our animated, Spider-Man movies.
That is the question now.
Okay. That's making the money, though. That's what makes the money to help, offset the losses that these other movies are making.
You would think so, but we don't have a release date for Spider-Verse 3.
They left it on a cliffhanger, dude. They have to have that come out.
And from what I know, it's done. It's just sitting there.
Okay. It's just sitting? Oh, wow.
From what I heard, they worked on them at the same time.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do if I was Sony? Yeah, scrap whatever they're doing now. Scrap it, right?
Yeah.
And they're never going to sell Spidey back to Marvel, right? They just need to have the agreement keep going to say Marvel and them can share the main Spidey character, right?
Yeah.
If I'm Sony, I'm calling up Toby and I'm going, Toby, let's make our fourth one. Let's do the fourth one just to say we can do it so we can give people, because people come see it just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Then you call Andrew. You go, Garfield, let's do it. Let's give you your third one. We owe you a third one. I guarantee you people would come see both those movies just out of the curiosity of where they would go with those two movies.
I guarantee it too, but if they love the character, would they sit there and say, I'm going to hold on until Marvel's going to do it?
Until Marvel just wants to retread using Andrew and Toby?
Or just give them back the characters, and then we'll do it. or find out some way to co-produce
Sony's never going to
these
give
movies.
that back. They'll never give
No.
back Spidey.
No, Disney's going to have
That's
to
the reason
buy
why you're
Sony.
getting these, and you're getting these movies because of the whole you have to use it or you lose it clause, right?
Yeah.
See, so I mean, they've already given back. Well, they got that with Fox, I guess. But they were going to give back everything anyway because they didn't make a Fantastic Four movie for a certain period of time, right? Or no, I take that back. That's why you got Fan Four Stick.
Yeah.
Because they try to force a Fantastic Four movie so they could keep the rights to it.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's why they rushed down a bunch of X-Men movies too.
So, but now at this point, Marvel has every character, or they have every character they need except for Spidey, right?
Hulk.
Hulk.
Yeah, Hulk.
And Hulk has,
Yeah.
Spidey and Hulk are the two.
Universal still has the distribution rights to Hulk.
Okay.
But Marvel can use the character in anything that's not a Hulk-specific movie.
So they can only keep using him as a side character. He'll never get a solo movie.
Right. That's why Planet Hulk was kind of a sub-story in Ragnarok.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Sony would just never let it go. Maybe they just scrap the Sony verse, or because then, I mean, if you went back to the Garfield verse, as far as the Spider Verse, they were setting up Sinister Six, was where I thought they were trying to go with everything. At a certain point, you got that thread to still tug on there.
Well, they were trying to set it up too with the standalone movies.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be Venom, Man of Web, Kraven, Vulture.
Yep.
I don't remember.
I mean, Doc would need. I mean, if you're gonna do the original, Sinister Six, you have Doc in there.
Yeah, but I think they're going to use all the characters they set up in their individual movies, and then.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it's a disappointing thing if it impacts the animated one, but
yeah.
They have to be done at this point. As far as saying we're not going to throw money at.
And so apparently, what broke it was there was a big Comic-Con in South America, someplace, maybe Brazil,
mm-hmm.
and they were doing some kind of panel about the Sonyverse, and nobody showed up.
Oh wow! Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's sad.
It is. We're not missing much.
If you're Sony, you just pack it up and say we're done, and let Sony. Because what is Sony really going to focus on? I mean, the Sony Studios. What other property does Sony Studios produce?
That's a good question.
I mean, they did the Nathan Drake movie, right? With they're using Tom for that, right? Because they had Sony PlayStation. So Sony's big. Where's Sony's money really coming from? Sony gets their money from TV, PlayStation, and distribution of movies, right? How else does Sony make money?
Okay, so Sony Picture Franchises, according to Wikipedia, they have the Anaconda series, which I heard they're rebooting.
Oh God.
Annie,
mm-hmm.
The Boys. They have the rights to Breaking Bad. Charlie's Angels.
So here's the question: does Disney just go, "Hey, Sony, we'll buy your library"?
Maybe.
Give us the rights to buy your library. We'll do another $1 billion deal with you.
I'm going down the line. I mean, they have the Karate Kid. They have a new movie of that coming out in the fall too. The Jumanji.
Well, my question is it okay? Because here's what the products and services, right?
Yeah.
As far as Sony, automotive cameras, computer hardware, consumer electronics, films, music, robots, semiconductors, telecommunications equipment. So I guess you got your laptops, and I guess you got some cell phones. Maybe I don't know if they sell. I can't remember a cell phone that they sell, but maybe they sell it overseas in Asia. I don't know.
Yeah, or some kind of subsidiary where they have a different name on them.
Sony's most profitable product is the PlayStation and the network service.
Yeah.
It constitutes 32% of its sales.
That makes sense though.
I mean, the television. I wish I could find a chart, like a pie chart, that would break down which part, like what slice is the movie production portion of that.
Yeah.
Because Sony Music, I would assume that's still pretty large, right?
I would think so.
And you listed off a bunch of TV shows, but Can you separate TV from movie and go, we're going to buy your library of movies and we want all your movie rights of all the characters you own from the movies? How much would they be? If I were Disney Marvel, right? I go to the table with Sony, go, how much do you want for it?
Well, I mean, they've got the Look Who's Talking franchise. I mean, that's worth billions.
Look Who's Talking franchise. Ted Danson's ready for Look Who's Talking 3.
Yeah.
Right?
No, he wasn't in that. That was
Ted Danson was in it. Yeah, Ted Danson was in Oh no! Wait.
No,
Look
he
Who's
was
Talking.
3 Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Baby. You're
Yeah.
right. That's 3 Men and a Baby. Damn it.
John Travolta.
Bruce Willis. Well, Bruce Willis he passed. Or no, he's not passed, right? Or did he pass?
No, he hasn't passed.
Almost. Okay.
But he's got dementia, so
Yeah. It was Rosie. It was Roseanne Barr, right?
she was in the sequel. The original was John Travolta and Kirstie Alley as the adults, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then who is the voice?
Travolta's still with us. We still got Travolta, right?
Yeah,
So,
we do.
There we go. But that's what I would do if I was Marvel. I go, look, come on, how many more bombs you guys gonna do? Let us buy this from you, and then we can just not have to worry about the Spider-Man sharing issue anymore.
Yeah.
But that's just us saying it. Maybe Sony says it's still worth it. There's got to be someone crunching the analytics saying it's still worth all these bombs for the one little hit that we get.
Yeah. I don't know. It's all a mess.
It's a mess. Yeah, it's a mess for sure.
So, moving on from a mess,
Okay.
Jeremy Allen White is voicing Rotta the Hutt in The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Okay, because now that you said that, let me go like this. I have to look up Rotta the Hutt.
Apparently,
I've never seen Rotta.
Nobody
is it
has
Rotta
it.
or Rotta?
Rotta. Rotta.
Okay.
It is Jabba's son.
Okay, so yeah, it says Rotta was a 0.43 meter tall Huttlet with orange eyes and grayish skin. I'm reading it on Wikipedia because I've never heard of this. Where comics, cartoon, where did Rotta come up? Like, where did he first appear?
I don't know. Did maybe the original animated movie for the Clone Wars?
Nicknamed Pedunky Muffkin, translated as Punky Muffin by his father, and also nicknamed Stinky by Ahsoka Tano.
Yes.
Was a male Hutt and son of Jabba. During the Clone Wars, he was secretly kidnapped by the Confederacy of Independent Systems, which was orchestrated by Count Dooku with help from Zero, Rotta's great uncle. The plot was meant to discredit the Jedi Order and scuttle negotiations between the Galactic Republic and the Hutts. But the Jedi were able to rescue him. He was kidnapped by Asajj Ventress and taken to the planet Teth. This all sounds really familiar now.
It was the Clone Wars movie.
Definitely Clone Wars. Yeah, a Jedi rescue team consisting of Anakin and his Padawan Ahsoka traveled to Teth to rescue him. He then became sick and nearly died on his way to Tatooine, but survived thanks to Ahsoka. After Anakin Skywalker and Tano evaded Dooku, who tried to kill Rotta, and blamed the Jedi, Rotta was returned to his father. Rotta was later present when Baron Nataliski Papadenoida visited Jabba's palace in 20 BBY. That something Battle of Yavin?
20 years before Yavin.
Before Battle of Yavin?
Yeah.
Ventress returned to Tatooine and wished to avoid attention from Jabba as she previously kidnapped his son. So yeah, this all sounds like Clone War. And again, you don't have I wish at some point we had a producer on the show that could bring up our timeline of Star Wars that shows me where are we at in season 3 compared to Clone Wars in The Mandalorian. Because if it's Ahsoka, we saw Ahsoka first appeared on Mandalorian season 2. Am I remembering that correctly?
Yeah, it was season 2.
But so that would be well after the Clone Wars, because at that point we already have Darth, right? Okay. So why are we bringing Rotta into this equation here if that's already happened?
I'm wondering if maybe he's trying to put some kind of claim on the Hutt Empire that is falling apart with the death of Jabba.
I'm trying to think on the timeline. Where do we fall with that? Because the death of Jabba would be Return of Jedi.
Yeah, and
Okay.
And I think these take place about 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
So Mando season 3 is 5 years after, or even more after?
It might be
Jedi?
6 at that point.
Okay, so 6 years after Jedi, we've still got Rotta. He's making a claim to become the new boss of the Hutt clan,
right?
Of the Hutt gang, or mob, or whatever you want to call it.
Gangsters,
organized crime.
Yeah,
galactic organized crime. Okay, and it's Jeremy Allen White lending his voice. Very interesting. Good. He's got all that Hulu money from the Bear, so Hulu, Disney, it all makes sense. Okay, yeah, they're using their guy.
I said it's easier for him to do, but you would think Disney would want him in a role where like you can actually see him, so people can be hyped about it.
Maybe they went to him and go, "Hey, we want you in Star Wars. What do you want to do?" And maybe he picked that.
Yeah.
And he's like, because it's super easy. It's probably really good money.
Yeah.
Super easy for him to do. He could fit it into his schedule with the Bear.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, because he can record it anywhere almost at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know any of his movie projects that he's got coming out. I mean, I guess he fit in Iron Claw in between season 1 and 2 of the Bear.
Yeah.
And then I would assume season 3 of the Bear has been filmed at this point, or they're filming.
No, it's done because it's supposed to come out in a couple months.
Okay. So, I mean, him having to do voice work, maybe that's just a break for him. It's still money. He's still working, but it's a little bit of a break from acting, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, still voice acting, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's cool. Yeah, I love him. I think he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Shameless?
I'm in season 2, but I haven't watched it in a while.
It's good.
Yeah.
But it falls off the rails at a certain point. They just let it go too long. They didn't follow the rules. They didn't follow the rules. About 5 is where you should probably jump off, and that would have been really good if they would have jumped off there. But no, they drug it on just to get a couple extra seasons out of it.
Yeah.
And he's super good in it.
Yeah, he was. All right, and then I've got the most anticipated movies of 2025 according to Fandango customers.
All right, hold on one second. Let me pull this up. Most anticipated of 2025 movies. Fandango?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, hold on. I think I got it right here. All right, go ahead.
All right. I'll go 10-1. So
Okay.
10, 28 years later?
Did you watch the trailer?
I have not, but I've never seen any of the movies.
Oh, well, it was only the one, right? I thought it was only the 28 years or 28 days later. Is there one in between the two?
Yeah, I think they did 28 weeks later.
Isn't that a joke?
No.
Isn't that a movie with Sandra Bullock or something like that?
That was just 28 days.
Oh, there is 28 weeks later. So this is a trilogy. Oh, and it has
Yeah.
Jeremy Renner in it. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's see. And Idris Elba. Idris Elba, Renner. This came out in 2007.
Yeah.
Rose Byrne was in it. Imogen Poots. Harold. I mean, there's a lot of people. Oh my God, there's so many people in this that are actually like gnomes. I just don't remember the movie at all. I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah. Like I said, I never seen any of them.
I love the first one. It's so gritty and it was awesome. It was like it was very original when it first came out.
Yeah. I kind of want to go back and watch it at this point now.
Okay. Yeah. No. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, these are. God, this is a great list. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
I don't agree with the order of it, but number
I don't
9.
either, 'cause
number
I
9,
think-
Superman.
Number 9 should be number 1 for me. Oh, it's number 1 for me. How about that? That's the one I care about most. But
I probably have 3 number 1s on this list, so.
You got yeah. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna try and guess. No, that would ruin the list. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay.
But yeah, Superman. Super looking forward to it.
Yeah.
The next one up on the list, I didn't. That's awesome. I love the first one.
Yeah, The Accountant too.
The Accountant too. The first one's incredibly good. I love
It is
that.
so good.
I thought Affleck was really good in it. Did he direct that one too?
I don't think he did.
Okay.
I don't remember who directed that. I'll look it up real quick. But the next one is Wicked Part 2.
I could care less about that one. I don't even care about Wicked Part 1.
I mean, I'll see
Wasn't
it.
that controversial that they said they needed to break it into 2? Like, weren't people mad about that?
Well, people didn't expect it because they didn't promote it as Part 1 and Part 2.
Gotta try, wring every dollar they can out of that rag. So
Yeah.
I get it. And going back to The Accountant, you know what I'd love to see?
Yeah.
I would love to see an accountant and John Wick team up.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I would love to see.
All right. So it was directed by Gavin O'Connor.
Okay. Yeah.
He-
He did. Didn't he do one of the Wolverine movies?
No, he didn't.
Oh no, the Ultimate Fighting movie with the brothers.
Warriors.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great movie. Yeah.
But he's working on Accountant 2. He did The Way Back with Ben Affleck.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good movie too.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I thought it would be, but it was really good.
He did Miracle.
Oh God, what a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the best sports movies of all time.
Yeah.
Man, I know we've done sports movies, but Coach Carter, Miracle. What's the next? Oh, Remember the Titans. Those are the.
Remember the
Titans
Titans
battle
is-
for your top spots.
Yeah.
God, those are some great ones. Okay.
But then you got Hoosiers and
Yeah, Hoosiers. See, and man, so many good ones.
And then-
How good is Miracle though? Miracle is such a damn good movie.
And then you could do a whole list of baseball movies that would be right there with them.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. All right, back to the list. Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Did everyone? I never got through the second one.
Yeah. This of all the movies on here, this is probably the lowest for me.
I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine anyone cares. But okay.
Yeah. Number 5, Fantastic Four, First Steps.
It looks really odd on that picture they listed here.
It does.
But I guess it's still supposed to be a '60s throwback, right?
Well, it's supposed to be alternate reality 60s.
Okay, so all right, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. Are we getting? I don't know. Do we have Pedro Pascal fatigue yet?
I don't know. We'll find out when it comes out.
I think we got there with The Rock, right?
Oh, yeah,
Got
yes,
there a
we
little
did.
bit with The Rock, so he's got to be careful.
But they've shown pictures of him on set with the white hair on the sides, and he doesn't look bad.
Okay. Yeah, again,
He looks better than I thought.
I hope it's good. I hope
Yeah.
they don't screw this one up. How
Yeah,
about
me
that?
too. Number 4, from the world of John Wick, The Ballerina.
I'm definitely into this.
Yeah.
I'm into this one. This is gonna be so cool. But although I am upset, I did not get through the Continental. I gotta go back and try to maybe restart that. And give it
Yeah.
another shot.
We still haven't
It just-
gotten the
The
Wick
first
4.
episode just didn't capture me. It just wasn't John Wick. It felt way different.
Yeah.
It didn't capture the world of it just right. And I know that was the whole point, was world building. And it just wasn't it.
Well, isn't that our last Lance Riddick?
I think so. I think
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah. Unfortunately.
That's worth it just alone.
Can we get the rights to just put him in as like hologram kind of, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
AI him in there somehow and just keep Lance in there.
Like the James Earl Jones voice thing with Disney.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. That'd be great. But yeah, I get it.
All right,
Now, this is one I didn't even know. I had no idea
Yeah.
there was going to be another one.
number 3, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Who is the guy?
I don't know. I know they're rebooting the whole franchise again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is like a new trilogy.
So is it going to still recognize the other two trilogies?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because
who's
at
in
least
it.
in the Jurassic World one, you still know what's, they brought the main characters back to the third one, right?
Yeah.
So was it called Jurassic what?
Jurassic World Rebirth.
Okay.
So we got Jonathan Bailey.
I don't know who that is.
I don't either. Scarlett Johansson, Ed Skrein, Marsala Ali.
Duncan Kincaid. Oh, Rupert. I've seen that guy in things.
He's in Wicked. There you go.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Reason for you to watch it now.
Oh God, hell no.
Bridgerton,
Rebirth,
Fellow
first one,
Traveler.
The trailer has fans. Okay, there is a trailer already. I didn't even know there was a trailer.
Okay, he was in Fury.
Okay, cool. That's a badass movie. Okay, here we go. Just a quick synopsis. Jurassic World Rebirth. An expedition braves isolated equatorial regions to extract DNA from 3 massive prehistoric creatures for groundbreaking medical breakthrough. I'll watch the trailer later. Interesting.
Yeah.
But they're losing their minds. Why are fans losing their minds over it? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Compared to some of these other ones.
Oh, look at this. Jeff Goldblum unpassing the Jurassic Park baton to Wicked co-star Jonathan Bailey. So that's what so Jonathan Bailey's in Wicked. I thought you were saying that Rupert Friend was in
No.
Wicked. Okay. No, I don't know. Well, Chris Pratt being in Rebirth. The film will be a completely new take. The characters from the Jurassic Park and World trilogies, naming those actors, Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, Sam Neill, Laura Dern, Jeff Goldblum, are not expected to return.
They'll gradually come back later in the trilogy.
Owen Grady. Come on, man. That's a great character. Love Owen Grady. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Hold on. Oh, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards in the Fantastic Four. First Steps is the second most anticipated new movie of 2025 from Fantastic. They said that's the second most. That's not on their list of second most. Their Twitter thing down below did not say that.
Yeah,
Hell.
they're liars.
Okay. But okay, go ahead with number 2
Right.
on the list.
Number 2, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Say what you want, talk as much shit as you want about Tom Cruise, man, but these Mission Impossible movies, goddamn, they're entertaining.
They do.
I love them.
But is this the last one then? Final Reckoning?
You would think so, but he looks the way he looks at 60 some odd years old or something like that, right?
Yeah.
If he'll keep, I mean, hell, Harrison Ford was still playing Indy at 80, right?
Yeah.
So maybe he'll play Ethan Hunt until he's 80. I don't know, man. If they can at least if they can keep the quality going the way they have, why not?
Yeah.
It's freaking phenomenal. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm looking. Now here's the thing though, people are looking forward to it, but they won't go see it. No one's going to. People will go to the theater. I think Superman people will go see this. I really hope so.
I mean,
It won't make $1 billion. It'll make what the DC movies make. For some reason, the Marvel movies make $1 billion if they're good, or the DC movies they'll make 500 to 800 million. That's the cap they'll make.
well, Aquaman made $1 billion.
Oh come on, that's because people thought the it was cool to see it underwater thing. That was the only reason they went to go. It wasn't because of a good movie.
Ladies wanted to see Momoa too.
Yeah, and the girls go see Momoa. Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah.
Aqua Bro, not Aquaman, it's Aqua Bro.
Very much so.
All right, that's number 1 on the list.
Captain America: Brave New World. Which is funny because I've heard a lot of people being apprehensive about what's going to happen.
I mean, I'm going to go see it no matter what.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. It's a February release, which is great. Which means, I mean, it's a good. I think that's a great month to do it because there's just not much else coming out, right? And when's the last time you had a Marvel movie at this point? It feels like forever.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm curious where the story's going. They introduced his sidekick. What's his name?
Torres.
Yeah. What's his code name though, or his superhero name?
I think it's Falcon.
Falcon. Okay, that's
yeah.
Okay.
I think he takes over the mantle.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you get Red Hulk, so we get that.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford at 80 years old, still again.
Yep.
Tom Cruise can do it. I'm telling you, because Harrison's so old, he's still doing it, right?
Yep.
But based off of Harrison's performance in Shrinking, I get it.
Oh yeah,
he still has it. He still got it, man. I'm telling you.
He's great in it.
Oh, so good, man. So good. But yeah, this is a good list. This is a good way to. The 25's got some good movies coming out.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping Superman just blows. I'm hoping it's so good I want to see it in the theater twice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. I really hope so. And hopefully it's spread out amongst 25 where we don't have to do. Hopefully, Captain America is early. Maybe Superman's kind of a summer release, and then maybe I don't know when they're planning on. I'm going to assume Fantastic Four is a summer release as well. Well, we know Jurassic Park, Mission Impossible, and Fantastic Four are all summer releases, but hopefully they spread. Maybe let John Wick have its own little maybe March or October release. Let that kind of not have to be swallowed up by all these superhero movies.
Yeah, I'm looking to see. So yeah. We've got Captain America in February. Not on the list. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action. That's in March.
Blasphemy.
Oh, it looks amazing though.
I know, but still, it's not the same.
I know. I'll still go see it.
Yeah, I'm still very interested, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, late April, we got The Accountant 2.
Is there a trailer for the live action?
Yeah. They released the first teaser probably 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
It looks shot for shot the same.
Yeah. I'm sorry, who's playing Hiccup again?
I have no clue who this kid is.
Is that no name? It says an animated. The very first comment on YouTube is an animated version of this would be sick. I'm glad they made Toothless look basically the same. Which, yeah. They didn't get Toothless. If you don't get Toothless right, just stop it.
Well, I showed it to Will, and he's like, they didn't get the eyes right. I'm like, dude, stop it.
I will watch it, and I will give you my full-on snob.
Okay.
I will be a full-on How to Train Your Dragon. Wait a minute. I think I see a look of it. No, he doesn't look right. He doesn't look right at all. At all. If this is the real clip I'm seeing here, I'll watch it. I will withhold judgment until I watch it. Okay.
Right.
But if this picture I'm seeing here on this little thumbnail is what Toothless is going to look like in the movie, they botched it. In my opinion, they botched his face. He looks like he's got spikes all over his face. And Toothless doesn't have spikes on his face.
Yeah, I don't remember spikes on the face when I saw it, so...
Okay, so maybe it's like AI generator or something
maybe.
like that.
Let's see.
What's this? The Amateur with John Bernthal. I'll have to watch that one, too. Frick yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. But I think, that's a good list.
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
All right. So, homework.
Homework. I gotta cut us off though. I do have to go.
Okay.
So, either we could do another short little mini episode if you want to tomorrow, or we could just hold off till next week. We'll just have a big old homework list.
We can hold off till next week. I'll tease you. I watched Dear Santa with Jack Black.
Dear Santa with Jack Black. Dear Santa with Jack Black. Hold on, which one is that one?
It's about a kid with learning disabilities that accidentally puts Dear Satan instead of Dear Santa on this letter. And Jack Black.
Yeah, he's got horns.
Jack
is
Black plays Satan.
What's this on?
We rented it on Prime.
Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, it's on Paramount Plus, apparently, I guess.
Yeah, we don't have
Dear
access
Santa,
to that.
but he writes to Satan.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So he plays Satan.
Yes.
Nice.
And he's great.
Oh, of course. I mean, come on now. Okay.
And then we watched Transformers 1.
Is that on Prime?
We rented that too.
Okay.
Actually, I think we bought it because it was like a couple bucks more just to buy it. So
just to buy it, okay. I will try to watch the Transformer movie before we talk next time.
Okay.
I'll try to make a appointment viewing so we can discuss in detail.
Okay.
I remember you not being very hyped about it, and I think my approach was I don't like it, but I'm still going to withhold until I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. From your I'm getting a bad vibe. I'm getting a bad vibe, Jay. And a big sigh too. Oh no. Nope, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Okay.
That's how we tease for the next episode, sir. That's how you do it.
Yes.
Well done. All right, man. No, it's good catching up. We'll do it next week, all right?
All right.
All right, see you, man.
See you.
Later.
Thanks for listening. Follow us on social media at Nyrdcast. It's NYRDCAST. And at our website, nerdcast.com. Be sure to rate and review the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. This week's featured track is Devil's a Day Away by the Jellybricks.
I think I've lived a lifetime in the day I'm living in. Tomorrow comes too late, and I keep paying for my sins. For anyone who thinks the time's a friend who's on their side, will burn the clock down waiting for their hero to arrive. So I run, but I feel it chasing me down. If the world's gonna end, then I'm leaving this town. The devil's just a day away from where you are, flying through the red lights in a stolen car. Put your pedal to the metal, your time is running out. So much for the time we all pretend we're not alone, and all my friends are so strung out. So I'll be leaving home. First there was a calm, but then it settled into blue. And all this time we're missing out on trying to miss you. So I think that you might be picking it up. Hope there's gas in the tank, or we're shit out of love. The devil's just a day away from where you are, flying through the red lights in a stolen car. Put your pedal to the metal, your time is running out. It's closing in on you just like the morning sun. Nowhere to hide and nowhere to run. The devil's just a day away from where you are. The devil's just a day away from where you are. Hot on your trail in a burned out car. Your time is running out, so let's give it one last shot.